you can get lost on the streets of Florence. You can come to this bridge, Santa Maria del Fiore. The Piazzale was designed by Giuseppe Pioggi.
This is it. I have an idea. Hold on.
Italy is overwhelming, and this little Renaissance town of Florence is no exception. So many things to see and do, so many places to spend your money. However, and here's my idea, I'm gonna give you the 3 things to do in Florence. And not only that, they're free. Yes, the top 3 free things to do in Florence. One of the most iconic spots in Florence, it's Ponte Vecchio, and it's free. I suggest you get down to the bridges in the early morning so you can have them to yourself. Walk Ponte Vecchio, the old bridge. The Medici family used to walk this bridge back in the 1400s. Then they had the Vasari corridor built up there so they could get from their place, Palazzo Pitti, to their offices, Palazzo Vecchio, and they wouldn't have to walk among the peasants. Well, it's now an art gallery. It's currently closed because they're refurbishing it. When it's open, to walk it, it'll come at a fee. But to walk this bridge, well, it's free. You can come to this bridge, Ponte Santa Trinita, my favorite bridge, and adjacent to Ponte Vecchio, just to the west. It was bombed out completely during World War II and rebuilt to the original Michelangelo specifications. If you look at the old black and white post-war photos, you'll see there was a temporary wooden bridge here built in its place. Now the bridge serves as your seat to relax. On either side, there's these big wide spaces where you can relax, chill out, and think about the day. It also is a great place to get your picture with Ponte Vecchio in the background. And they're done best around sunset when the sun's over there in the west, shining over this way, over Ponte Trinita and towards Ponte Vecchio. After you're done relaxing, you can check out the 4 statues, 2 on that side, 2 over here on this side. They represent the 4 seasons. This bridge, I think, offers the best way to observe Ponte Vecchio. And from here, you can see the details. You see those big windows above the bridge. You see the corridor, the hallway. Well, those big windows were put in 1938. Mussolini had them put them in. He was up here visiting because Hitler was coming down for a visit, and he wanted to give Hitler a great place to view Florence and the river. And you can see the backside of all the little shops dotting the bridge that make it unique. They used to be butchers, sellers of meat, but now they're jewelers. But you gotta walk this bridge, Ponte Vecchio. It's a walk back in time. The only bridge that survived all the floods, the only bridge that survived World War II. Remember, in 1944, when the Allied troops were advancing, Germany had all the bridges destroyed, but this one. Hitler remembered his visit here to Florence, and he radioed in and said, guys, don't destroy this bridge. And the one here in charge, Gerald Wolfe, he made sure the bridge wasn't destroyed. They still made it impassable for the Allied troops, bombing buildings on both sides of the bridge. But thanks to Wolfe, this bridge remained. And right up there, they put a plaque up for him. And in addition to being a walk back in time, well, it's also a great place to get your wedding photos taken, like this couple here. Bridge these days, well, it's strictly a thing for tourists, but what's unique about it is it's only open to pedestrians, so it's quiet. There are none of those motorcycles or cars buzzing over, and it's a great place to come get your photo, and best of all, it's free. This is the mighty and impressive Cathedral of Florence, Santa Maria del Fiore, with its iconic dome at the top, the cupola. It is one of the main icons in Florence, along with Ponte Vecchio. You may refer to it simply as the Duomo. In Italy, Duomo is what we call the main cathedral in town. Anyway, this is a big ticket item and a must, especially if you're here in Florence only for one day. They began building this church in 1296, but it wasn't until the 1400s that we saw the famous dome start to take shape. Filippo Brunelleschi won the right to build the dome in a competition, and we have this beautiful dome that we have today that sits on top of the cathedral. With a 30 euro pass, you can get in to climb up to the top of the dome. You can go to the adjacent tower over there, the Giotto Tower. You can also get in to see some of the museums around the Florence Cathedral here.
Wait, isn't this supposed to be the top 3 free things to do in Florence? Hold on.
Well, to get inside the cathedral, it's free. All you need to do is wait in this line here. Why is this cathedral so important? Well, it was one of the central points of the Renaissance and one of the biggest projects during the Renaissance period. In Florence, well, it was the center of Italy, and you have to remember, Florence was also the capital of Italy from 1865 to 1871. This cathedral is as important as the Colosseum in Rome or the gondolas in Venice. And it's so important that there's a long line that stretches all around the cathedral, way back this way to get inside. Let's see how fast it moves. Going along quite quickly. We've made it, we're here. It was a 50-minute wait. If it's a hot, warm day, be prepared. We waited part of it under the sun, but we're gonna get in now. Inside, you're greeted by these massive Gothic columns that lead you to the center, the large octagon and the dome above. Obviously, one of the must things to do here in the cathedral is stand under the dome, admire the structural work by Brunelleschi. It is an impressive dome, the largest cement dome still existing in the world, I think. Don't hold me to that. The other thing is look at the painting on the inside of the dome. This is the Last Judgment by Vasari and Zuccari. Now you can pay to go up to the top outside and have an awesome view of the city, but that cost. Inside here, it's free. The other big item, well, it's that right there. It's this painting, Dante before the city of Florence. It depicts Dante in front of Florence in the 1400s with scenes of the Divine Comedy. Now, the 1400s is past his time, but don't let that hold you up, because the Divine Comedy and what Dante did with the language, the Tuscan language, that was very significant. It standardized the Tuscan language. It became the Tuscan language that then went on to standardize the Italian language that we speak today. Amazing, the place inside. If you are interested in all sorts of things like this, well, I created an Italy Essential Travel Guide, an e-guide that you can download, have in your pocket when you're traveling all around this beautiful country. There's a link down in the description. There's also a link to a dining guide that I created too. Everything you need to know about dining in Italy. Wow, this place is getting crowded here. Just a couple of notes on when and how to visit. Keep in mind, this place is only open from 10:15 in the morning to 3:45 in the afternoon. Women, you must cover your knees, you must cover your shoulders if you're going to go inside. It's closed on Sundays and on festival holidays. Whoa, we've had our culture, now we have some fresh air and another big ticket free item just through this gate right here. We've been on Ponte Vecchio inside the cathedral, and now it's time to take in one of the best free views of Florence up on Piazzale Michelangelo. That gate back that way takes us out of San Nicolo, the little neighborhood on the south side of Florence, and it takes us up here on the hill, and up that way is the Church of San Miniato and Piazzale Michelangelo further up this way. On the way up to Piazzale Michelangelo, you have this rose garden here. Italy, unfortunately, doesn't take care of its gardens very well, but you might as well stop here. It's free, and the view's pretty spectacular. I'm now in Piazzale Michelangelo, and it's a pretty popular place. You have the statue of David here. If you want more of a low-key place, we'll go up to San Miniato. The church is right over this way. There's a beautiful part behind that you can explore. And then afterwards, sit on the wall of San Miniato and you get a great view of the city out that way. But I'm gonna recommend something else. The Piazzale was designed by Giuseppe Pioggi in 1869. It was during the time that Florence was reinventing itself. It was the capital, and they were redeveloping this area south of the river, the Oltre Arno. And the Piazzale, of course, is named after Michelangelo. They brought up the big bronze copy of the statue of David up here. Reportedly, it was hauled up here by 9 pairs of oxen. This is one of the best free spots in all of Florence. We got the bridge, we got the cathedral. Well, the beer, it cost $1.40. These banana chips, €1. There it is.
All right, Gregor Bon. Let's go, guys. Follow Gregor Bon.
Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Au revoir. Merci. Just got some new subscribers from France. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Just to interrupt for 1 minute, I'm putting out a regular email newsletter with travel tips and hacks and all sorts of other information that you may not find here in the videos. There's a link to join down below. We are gonna try to make our way down between all of these sunset lovers here. This view from here, it encapsulates all of Florence, from Forte Belvedere all the way over to Fiesole, and you can see from here down to the River Arno, Ponte Vecchio, and of course down to the heart of Florence. We're squeezing our way through here. Down to the heart of Florence, the Duomo, the Cathedral, Palazzo Vecchio. From up here, Piazzale Michelangelo, you get a view of it all. Up here, you're usually guaranteed live music, free, and a fabulous sunset, also free. You can get lost on the streets of Florence, go to the Uffizi, go see David in the Accademia, but Ponte Vecchio, the cathedral, and up here, Piazzale Michelangelo, they're free. Now check out this video here on the Essential Guide to Florence.